And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. So, August 8th, what's your wish? We have a full moon. We have an eclipse happening over America. We have an election going on, primary or election in the U.S. for your governors. Very interesting. Democrats are leading in most cases at the moment, only because they do the mail-in ballots, but hey, we'll see what happens. They're calling for a red wave. We'll see what happens. We know that the Democrats are going to cheat. They've already been caught cheating. 2 Democrats have been caught. One guy voting across state. We saw another guy stuffing a ballot box with 5 ballots. So the mules are on their way. I don't know what's going to happen. Going to be interesting to see the end of this. What do we have here tonight? We've got Circle K. How you doing? I'm just here like always, an hour early or a day late. Nice. On July 8th, oh, the fireworks sure were beautiful. As always, weren't they? Yeah. Let's see. I'm here like always. Good stuff. So what are you guys hoping for out of this election? I know that most of you are hoping for. What do you think is going to happen? Why I put that? I gave it the wrong title. I just noticed that. Thank you for that. I think of November 8th because there's a restaurant called November 8th. I get stuck on that. Hey, Temperance, how you doing? Andrew Phillips. Can't hear me? You should be able to. Check my mic. Settings. Yeah, should be fine. Check over here. Let's see. Might be turning your volume up. I don't know. Let's see what I've got here. Huh. Yeah. My sound's okay. You have no sound? Turn your volume up. I was just over on YouTube, Circle K. I can hear my voice just fine. Sounds good to Desert Rose. So this is just a hangout for some positive energy. Hopefully we can help that blue wave. Just having a good time, getting together. Hopefully you guys are out voting. I don't know that that's your thing. Some people don't believe in voting anymore. I do think it's important, even if you put your vote for a third party, to get out there and put your part in. I know the system's rigged, but we still have to attempt. Play the game out and see what happens, right? You guys may be headed for a case like Bolsonaro in Cuba, where he was the most popular candidate, just like a particular guy with the name Trump. He was the favored candidate, but in the end of it, they took him down. Hey, B. Freeman, how you doing? Silent Max. Okay, yeah, put on some Zappa. That'll help. Yeah, many people don't vote. Don't believe in the system. I don't believe in the system, but we have to go through the motions, I think, to get to the end of it, where we realize that the system isn't working. The idea through this election is hopefully you guys will vote for your candidates over the night when they're counting all those secret ballots, and you'll be voting then. Hello, visitor. I don't think I've seen you here. Nice to see you. To some Tsunami Tuesday. However, the GOP may take the House. I think one seat could flip the Senate. We'll see. It's a good take on it. I don't know what's going to happen there, visitor. Everyone say hi to visitor. Effin Fienden? Fienden. Okay, whatever that means, B. Freeman. Last time I voted, it was shameful. Yeah. I voted the last election that was available to me. I voted for the Purple Party. We do have alternative parties up here. And you can vote for a third party if you don't want to vote for one of the two establishment parties. I do suggest voting, but, it's entirely your choice. How about you, visitor? Did you vote? Hey, Steve. You're back, are you? So if anyone has a link to a, let's see, let's look at this up. Let's see if we can find a good midterm election watch. Yeah, we'll find one of those. News. CNN, PBS, Los Angeles Times, The Decider. Let's pull that over to YouTube, or I'll try Odyssey. See what they've got for election results going on here. Oops, stop that. The mouse is acting funny. No results. Okay, nothing there. Hey, Mr. Miyagi, how you doing? This homie don't play the voting game, yeah? People still vote for Mickey Mouse, but I think if he won, I think it would be the devil in a floppy suit. The only reason to play the voting game to see if you got to use the heavy metals in the box. Yeah. Nope, I recently voted. I recently relocated. Oh, you'll probably be voting twice then. Voting is a psyop. Yep. We do know it's more of a selection than an election at the moment with all the machines that they knew were fraudulent years ago, but they didn't bother replacing them or doing anything about it, really. I'm curious. I know it's a blue or a red wave at the moment. Is it red or blue? Blue. Yeah. Yeah, your parties are opposite to ours with the colors. Our Liberal or Democratic Party are blue or red. Oh, yeah, red. And then our Conservative Party is blue. So it's the opposite. That's just to confuse things. They're back. Let's see if we can find a live. Days ago, there we go. PBS, no. No, ABC. Yeah, I'll share this with you guys. Pick a half decent one. Let's see. Oh, we ran out of lives. PBS, NBC, Fox, that's it. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of people watching this, doing lives about it. I'm not going to be watching CNN or NBC. That's not going to happen. So I catch the occasional news on TV, and I just can't handle the propaganda. It drives me insane. Hey, Dagger Spells, how you doing? I wasn't going to vote because I don't care for the duality of the game. Well, there are more than two parties in the States, aren't there? Like you guys have independents. We have 5 on the federal level. We have, of course, the red and the blue, Democrats, Republicans. Then we also have the NDP, supposed to be the Workers' Party, the Green Party, and actually we have 6 kind of on the go now because there's the new blue. They're just a revamped blue party, so a bunch of rhinos from the blue party went over to this party here and blah blah. And then there's the purple party. They're supposedly grassroots. We'll see what happens. He talks a good talk. He's been doing a lot of go red. Yeah. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Can you hear me now, Circle K, or what? Beep, beep, Steve-O. Much love to you, Daggers. I received a text earlier from the Blue Party asking me if I still lived at an address that I never lived at, then telling me where to go vote. Yeah, well, we know there's going to be a lot of that because apparently now election results, they don't happen right away. They happen like not the next day either. There's no way. It's never happened. Love the hypocrisy, My hacker was being a smartass. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, the hypocrisy of the system is just going great. We were I was talking about that today. Now, if you're an election denier, you're a right-wing extremist and a terrorist. But look out for those other people going to steal the election. The hypocrisy is just mind-blowing. Like, if this party can, they've got to be able to. I don't know how they're going to win. They've got to be able to fake enough votes to basically beat 3/4 of the country. I don't know that they can do it. And cut their, yeah, right. Yeah, they never get any real traction, these smaller parties. It's just too bad. But until we clean the system out of all these establishment nepotists, because they're all related. Oh, let me get rid of that. That's disgusting to look at. I just can't. Sorry, guys, I can't watch any mainstream news. There was supposed to be a bunch of alternative people showing it, the results and watching it, but I didn't find any. Yeah, today I felt pretty good. Haven't been so glitchy today. Yesterday was glitchy city. Yeah. Same with my computer's been glitchy. My shit is glitchy. My computer has been kind of weird today. What it's doing is I'm starting up videos on Odyssey, and they're starting at the end. So it'll show me 5 seconds of the video, and then it's ending. So I have to replay the video to actually watch the video. Haven't watched it in 12 years. Nice. Yeah, I watch Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. That's the only 2 shows I really watch. Other than that, we've got Grit. It's a bunch of old Western movies with like John Wayne. I kind of like those, and what's that? Got a bunch of other shows, but they're all old. Haven't watched cable in 5 years. Yeah, I don't have a cable. I just have an antenna. My wife couldn't go without a TV. I could do it, but that's what I watch when I'm eating dinner, because it's on when I'm in there. So, hi, Max. So, have you seen the full moon? You guys are having an eclipse. That's a powerful omen for nations, they say. So it could be a change in your nation coming at this moment. Hopefully it's for the better. I don't know that that's going to happen, but yeah, that was pretty funny. 2 broke girls. Are you going that way? Okay. Where are you going? You're stopped? Okay. Yeah, I wonder what's wrong with your computer there, Circle K. I don't know how the Amish can live off the grid, but they do just fine. Yeah, it's. I did it for a couple of years. I lived in a farmhouse, and I had. Oops, you're going the wrong damn way, Max. I had no electricity. I had to get my water from a well. Cook on a fire. I had a fireplace with a hook on it that I could swing in and out with a pot on it. But really, I really didn't find it that much different. I really didn't miss TV. I just did stuff, you know. I got home all pissy yesterday and started watching Lee Van Cleef's movies. Okay. I saw a bit of Enter the Dragon yesterday. Bruce Lee. He was on that on the TV, and my wife was watching. She wasn't even watching it. It was kind of funny. She just sits there with the TV on and stares at her phone, watching cat videos or bird videos, I think. She likes birds a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't even need solar panels. I could do completely without. I didn't really find it hard at all. I just like, yeah, that's a good point. Just like the commercials more than I like the shows. Well, that's when you get your drink, right? It's harder than you thought. Well, it depends on what you want to have, Desert Rose, right? If you're fine with lighting by candlelight, not having a TV or a computer, I had no technology. Like I had no cell phone, no computer, absolutely nothing. The only thing I could watch at night was the fire, and the only entertainment I had was games I'd make up or uh, things I could read. That was it. Or I'd be busy making something or working on something. But yeah, depending on how hard you want to go at it, you can do completely without. You could get yourself. You could go as far as to just get a like a small solar panel about that big just to charge your phone, or even a crank model. You can get a charger that you crank and live completely off the grid. No grid at all. I enjoyed that time because there was that was back in the 90s, and it was awesome. Uh, with no electricity running through the house, I felt really great. It was awesome. A fistful of silence, yeah. There you go. I didn't hear any voices in my head, but I did talk to myself a lot. That's a great game. I gotta go grab some ice and water. I'll be back in a sec. All I have is left is collecting water. Then off the internet, I'll be totally gone. A few solar panels. Okay. Hi, James Ortiz. How you doing? Good to see you. What time are we at? 24. Cool. Got till around 9 o'clock. Then wifey comes home. Dot dot dot. Steve-O. So, any questions for Max? Any comments? What's on your mind, guys? Just here to chat. I was wondering if in Canada they were gonna try to push through Bill C-19, if that's its latest iteration. It's an internet censorship bill. It'll give the CRTC, Canadian Radio and Television, control over all content. Tried lucid dreaming? What about just daydreaming, Steve? Daydreaming's cool. She did. We didn't do too much. Both were kind of out of energy, like a lot of people were. So, but yeah, she still got chocolates left, and got her some flowers. Gonna sneak her in some more. Gonna give her a nice week full of flowers. Oh yeah, I lived in a big old farmhouse. It had 3 kitchens in it. Before I lived there, an Indian family lived there with 2 other families. Well, 2 other extended family. They're just all relatives. But they had 3 kitchens. I had 3 kitchens, 9 bedrooms, 3 living rooms, and a basement, a rock basement that flooded every spring. And I lived with raccoons, squirrels. I had to really guard my food. I had to put my food in a metal container because the raccoons would come in and get it, or the squirrels, or the mice. So I had to have a metal container that I could put my food in, just like a tool chest. You could see them scratching at it and stuff, or when I wasn't home. Started rehab? Suggestions. For what? What'd you start rehab for? What are you trying to rehab from? Sounds like it has 2 legs, like a kid running across the roof. But only when it's dark. Could be a raccoon. Or maybe it's one of those lizards that run on 2 legs. Maybe it's yeah. Most animals try to avoid people. Been doing dope your whole life? Well, just stop it. You don't need rehab. Just stop it if you want to. Or switch addictions. There's another choice. I've seen a lot of ravens lately. Ravens have been everywhere. Not even crows, mostly ravens. I think I saw 1 crow, but I've seen groups of ravens in threes over the past few weeks. Ravens, symbology of a raven. Look that up. I know it's probably dark. So, because of its black plumage, croaking call, and diet of carrion, the raven is often associated with loss and ill omen. Yet its symbolism is complex. As a talking bird, the raven also represents prophecy and insight. Very interesting. Ravens in stories often act as psychopomps. Psychopomps? Okay, I'll have to look that word up. Connecting the material world with the world of the spirits. Let me look that up. Okay. Supernatural creatures, spirits, entities, angels, demons, or entities in many religions whose responsibility was to escort the deceased. Yeah, one of the Rothschilds died tonight. Not the one that's in control of the empire. A minor minion, as far as I understand, in their upper echelon. Let me check that out for you. Evelyn de Rothschild, age 91, died today. He's not the head of the clan of criminals, but hey, Jojo. Hey, sweet Polly. Did you summon her? Yeah. I'll share that with you guys. Show you Evelyn de Rothschild. Let's see. Maybe he took the jab. Maybe he's one of the. Yeah, he looks like that cousin, you know. he's just that cousin you kind of take along. Let's see here. There he is. So there's Evelyn de Rothschild, died age 91. I don't know, does he look nefarious enough to be a Rothschild? He doesn't have the typical baggy eyes, and actually looks like he's taking care of himself. Not up all night sucking the adrenochrome out of children, or, you know, dancing naked in the forest at Bohemian Grove, getting ass raped by Bill Clinton or who else. Nobody cares about the Rothschilds. No, we don't care. I do concern myself with them, Steve-O. But because they're a very concerning family. So that's the problem with them, is they're very concerning, right? If somebody has the money to manipulate dollars to crash dollars, like who was it? Bezos or Soros? Sorry, Soros did. You know, they can affect things, so they're a big concern. Oh, 1 second. It's not like they got to that position through, you know, good deeds, proper business practices. And their plans at the end of it are absolutely diabolical, to say the least. Lizard woman? No, it's a man, B. Freeman. I don't know if he's a lizard man. Victim of bad programming, right? Yeah, any of them that do kind of make it out of the system and aren't, I don't know if they let them live. That's the problem, right? Are they going to let, if you're a good person in that system, I'm sure they'd off you. Lizard man, woman? I don't know. Could be. I still believe that Princess Diana was telling the truth when she said they're a bunch of lizards. Maybe hybrids, lizard hybrids. Been hearing a lot more stories about dragons in the past. I have to do some research on dragon rulers in the past. Chinese might have been the last people to be ruled by a dragon, or maybe a dragon or a lizard hybrid. And I'm wondering if they're different than the Anunnaki or the lizards from above and the lizards from below. or if they're an offshoot of the same species or something. I'm a lizard. I'm a survivor of this lifetime, ready to go off grid and live with animals. Yeah, absolutely. I think we all could use that. But they may have been the last people to be ruled by a lizard type people or even a dragon people. I don't know. There are stories that need to be looked at. I haven't gotten into the Chinese stories. I have to check them out. I've done the Sumerian, Nordic, some of the Vedic, Christian, of course, because I was raised Christian, or the reason. So I don't know. We'll have to do some research into that. Ovid or Hesiod might have some clues. I'll have to give them a listen to again. That's a long poem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're everywhere. You know, they're in our what I would call history books. You know, they don't really. I didn't follow that much. I wasn't interested in that type of thing at that time. So, but yeah, held her in that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have squirrel friends. I make friends with little animals everywhere I go. Um, and the birds really love me now. The bugs seem to like me. The ravens like me. The crows seem to they're starting to like me again. For a while, me and the crows weren't getting along. I had a hyper real vision day where I saw and had telepathic contact with a Rothschild, Queenie, and several other heavy world leaders. We've done that on our shows too. So sorry for that, B. Freeman. For a lot of people, that's a disturbing experience going in those mines. Often we see hotel rooms for some reason. go go figure, eh? There's still the enigma of Elon Musk. We've remote viewed him a couple times. It's one of these teeny little ants crawling across my table. They're so cute. We've remote viewed Elon Musk. He's still a mystery to me. I don't trust him, but because he's in the system. They all had human-sized, clay-colored dragon statue people things. Huh. Interesting. Okay. If you've ever seen Dark Crystal, this is what they claim. Let's see here. I have heard that these creatures apparently, that the ones that rule over us, I don't know if this is true, but they look like these ones. These iterations from Dark Crystal. Kind of bird-like, in a way. See one here that's more lizard-like, with less of a beak-like protrusion, you know? Is this what our overlords look like? And they give a lot of clues away, like they claim that the lizards are superior and stronger, but are they? In Dark Crystal, they hide under these huge cloaks to make themselves look big, when in fact they're tiny and weak. Was Jim Henson giving us a clue? I don't know. Do you want to meet a lizard? Maybe you already have. Hi, Max. What's up, buddy? You're right, Jojo. Desert Rose. You're always welcome here. Just get your own outhouse. El Muskie has a tiny home, Austin. At Austin. Poor fella. Feel so sorry for a billionaire. Yeah. Feel real sorry for him. It was right around the time I joined RVing here. Yeah. Oh, you got stuck in that kind of a thing. Well, tell us. I'm not going to check. How do I check that out? What did he say about it? I don't know if now I got to go through a whole process. You could just tell us. I don't always need homework. There is an art to building a good outhouse. Because I'm going to have to search news articles to find that. So it'd be much easier if you just told me. I've heard several different thoughts on what dark crystal represents. Some people think it represents the spiritual realm. I don't know. I don't know who Donald Marshall is. No, that's I gonna have to go through videos. No. So what did he say about it? He's a well-known somebody. What is he? Complete paranormal central interviewer. According to adherents, the source of the light. Oh, okay, that's just talking about that particular video. Yeah, I'd have to search through a bunch of stuff to find out what he said about them. That was the thought. I could build an outhouse with its own library. There you go. Big fire in several events yesterday and last night. Full moon. Tonight's the eclipse, or is it? I think it's in the morning, or was it this morning? I'm not exactly sure on that. But the moon's absolutely beautiful right now. Let's see if I can see it here. Right out there. I could see so many. I could see almost 15 stars and planets last night. I'm in a city, so that's really unusual. The art of the shovel had to use a rounded tip. Okay. Is that the guy who told about the cloning centers, Queenie, and SRA? So what did he say about Dark Crystal, Queen Peachy? Use a stabbing motion. I like to use my foot myself. MK Ultra, Monarch stuff. You think you got MK Ultra there, B. Freeman? Told the truth about Black Eyed Thing and Shape Twisters? Yeah, the Black Eye Club. All of our politicians have been, well, many of them we've caught in the Black Eye Club. You guys going to do that? Going to get some fecal transplants? I'm still cranky. The moon is affecting me. Yeah, it does. That's why I thought we'd get together tonight. Have some fun. Get past this energy. Because it's going to be probably a negative energy. Hey, what's that? Temperance? Nox? Arcana, Dark Side, Crystal. Yeah. Yeah, I think that they... Oh, my video is about to end. Where are you? There you are. Start again. I watched this one a lot. Beautiful scenery. Very calming. I absolutely love it. A lot of people like this one too. One key to the outhouse is the design you cut into the door. Crescent moon, star, half moon. Yeah, there's magic behind that too, Andrew Phil. Those symbols carry resonance with them. Patricia, what's she calling herself? Lavender now. She and her buddies got together and learned about that symbology and how they use it on barns, outhouses, houses. There's a whole science behind that from the runic cultures. I could ask her to check that out for you. So that's she's calling herself Lavender now. Yeah, 2-seater magazine rack. I don't know. They used to do that in Rome, Andrew. I don't know about that. I wouldn't want to sit beside somebody and have a conversation while I'm trying to pinch a loaf, you know? What? Him say one Canadian local and Brad and Angelina bug eating Jolene. You got me with that. I got who those people are and bug eating. I don't get what you mean. You were thinking of that too, eh, Desert Rose? Oh, God. Oh, you can all sync up your bowel movements, eh? What's that? Okay, let me check over there. Dedicated to the rose. Okay. Give me a second here. Well, that's appropriate. we'll have to talk over this. We can't play the whole thing, but it's appropriate for what you guys were talking about.
They passed an ordinance in the town. They said we'd have to tear it down. That little old shack out back, so dear to me. Though the health department said its day was over and dead, it will stand forever in my memory.
So I hope you don't get mandated out of your outhouse.
Down, don't let them tear that precious building down, don't let them tear that little brown building down, for there's not another like it in the country or the town. It was not so long ago that I went tripping through the snow out to that house behind my old hound dog, where I'd sit me down to rest like a snowbird on his nest and read the Sears and Roebuck catalog. I would hum a happy tune, peeping through the quarter moon, as my daddy's kin had done before. It was in that quiet spot daily cares could be forgot. It gave the same relief to rich and poor. Don't let them tear that little brown building down. Don't let them tear that precious building down. Don't let them tear that year-old building down. For there's not another like it in the country or the town. Now it was not a castle fair, but I could dream a future there and build my castles to the yellow jacket's drone. I could orbit around the sun
and the Roses,
like General Washington,
little castle,
or be a king upon a golden throne. He's seen one of them, I know. It wasn't fancy built at all. We had newspapers on the wall. It was air conditioned in the winter time. It was just a humble hut, but its door was never shut, and a man could get inside without a dime. Don't let them tear that little brown building down. Don't let them tear that precious building down. Don't let them tear.
Don't want to get a full strike there. And that was just for learning purposes. So that's cool. Thanks for that link, Crystal. Awesome. So Angela has some kind of weird growth, eh? Andrew. Always a gold mine under your butt, eh? So Angela had some kind of weird looking thingy in one ear, plus another anomaly in the neck. Maybe she's getting that frog neck like the CEO of Pfizer. How he's got his frog neck going. Maybe that's what happens. They eventually evolve into frogs or something. Kemet reviled or revived. Reviled works too. Bunch of frog people running around. That'd be great, eh? And we'd have to live in a super humid environment. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make it humid. All right, so we're going to see in the future a double-seated palace with a library outhouse. That's twisted. Whatever floats your boat, though, eh? of the yellow or golden box? Probably. Give us a clue on that one, Steve. Well, you build your outhouse first, and then you just build your cabin around it, don't you? Apparently, my wife had her grandpa had a farm, and they had an outhouse. What they did is they built a long hallway from the house to the outhouse for the winter, so they didn't have to go outside in the middle of winter. Right? Whatever floats your loaf. That's a good one, Jojo. Well, you should know. He's one of them. He's an actor. He was an actor on the WWE. He was an actor on that You're Fired thing, whatever it was called. Possibly a... Hey, there you go. So it's a future reader, possibly an event generator. Interesting. Well, there's all kinds of stories of people that have control over time. Once you have control over time, you can tailor events, send people back and forth, just guiding events in one direction or another. Joe Biden, none of them can read. Turn on the teleprompter. We can read it for ourselves. Yeah, we don't need him to read. I have an electric toilet. Nobody knows how to install it. Cost me $1,900. Oh, wow. Does that massage your butt after you're done, or what? Low floater sounds like a very bad drink. Yeah, it does. Some say I can live off grid. Well, I'd try it first before saying anything. Yeah, I did it for 2 years. It's not bad. But I suppose that depends on your possibility of entertaining yourself too, you know? Yeah, fire your plumber, Rose. The yellow book box? The yellow box. It's yellow or gold. Let's look that up for a sec. Got a few minutes left before the wifey gets home. Try the golden box. Now, YouTube, what is the golden box? No. 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 Too much to search through. Eventually, we built a bathroom and shower. The outhouse stood for years afterwards. Nice. Your brother still lives there. Awesome. Yep. At my company where I work right now, we make composting toilets. You can get one that's off grid, so you crank it, or you can get one that's on grid, and it dries your poop out for you. It costs about a couple grand. They're really expensive. You have a cistern, windmill for water, yeah, an outhouse, a home over 100 years old with everything. You can do it, Rose. Nice. Oh, interesting. So the theoretical box that one can input one's own consciousness into and know one's outcomes or theoretical determining. If you make every decision present, present it to you, you would have that outcome. Interesting. You help repair electric toilets and boats. Nice. There you go. Maybe you got some help there with your $1,900 toilet. Mind you of Mesky's box? Yeah, that's one of the things of living off grid and by yourself. That's kind of hard. Is just being by yourself. I got used to it. I had a job to go to during the day where I talked to all kinds of people, so it wasn't so bad. Yeah, just get an old home. Yeah. No, James. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry, guys. Alaska, you can't dig. Yeah. Shoot a bucket. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, B. Freeman said, I heard that yellow book device that had Earth history or alien types in it. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of these boxes. Maybe it was, could be hoaxes, or it could be that that was some type of, you know, a thing at one time, like cell phones. You know, everybody was making their black box or their gold box or their, you know. Has anyone ever been inside the Kaaba stone? Do they know what's in there? Apparently, there's some treasures, I've heard. I don't know why people wouldn't go in and see. I'd like to know. It's supposed to be Abraham's home at one time, but apparently there's a bunch of treasures hidden in there. Do I believe in the Greys? I haven't seen one personally. Um, I don't know. I imagine there's all kinds of things out there, though. I like the neat idea of some of the Greys. If you look into like their anatomy, some of them apparently are like robotic machines or like biological machines. And I saw one where they had an X-ray of it, and it had like a just a tube of a system, no lungs, no anything, just a straight tube. It was weird. You believe in the little gray? Like, yeah, I don't know. I would bet there'd be something out there like that, probably some little gray thing. I was discussing that today at work, whether there were aliens or not. But the thing we do notice is there's a lot of shit flying around in our skies. I watch a couple of moon watchers or people with telescopes that watch the moon, and there seems to be a lot of shit happening on up there as well. A lot of activity and stuff. So whether that's us, I don't know. You think grays are a hoax? They could be. It could be just us in suits, right? But we do see grays in remote viewing, and well, no, not yeah, grays occasionally, but they're not little. So I don't know. They seem to be larger ones, and lots of lizards, lizard creatures. Yeah. Why they hide from us? Well, I don't know. If you were advanced enough to just steal the resources of a planet without them knowing, that's one possibility. A lot of people think we're being harvested by them, by aliens. I don't know. There's the theory that they're all us, all humanoid humans with technology like offshoot civilizations. Heard stories of there being a large continent sized island in the middle of the Atlantic Oceans where planes don't fly. Could be. I've never been over there. I don't know. I do believe in aliens. I don't know that there are little gray ones for sure. I don't even know that there are lizards for sure or tall grays, but there's probably something different than us out there. And then when I think about like different spectrum of light, with there's a thing called we use a convex lens for our cameras and stuff. There's what's called a concave lens, and it's shaped like this. And if you use one of these lenses at night, what you can see uh, are these what they're called terrestrial entities. They're black terrestrial entities and white terrestrial entities. And they just look like big worms. but they hang around above military bases and other installations like that. So those aren't people. Those aren't anything we know about. Uh, don't even know if they're solid. You can't see them in the daylight without the special lens. So I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff out there than what we know. So I don't know. Would there be little aliens? Probably somewhere. Little grays? Probably. Probably every type and design you can think of. Yeah, I just believe in the possibilities. Uh, I don't say I'm going to stand on, there are gray aliens and they're this tall and they have this and that. No, I don't know. I've never seen one. But I like to live in the possibilities. I like to look at all the possibilities and consider them. Keep them all in my head at one time as a good possibility until I know for sure. That is sure, there, Steve-O. Queen, I've seen a few weird objects in the sky. Yeah. I've seen one weird thing in the sky. Well, two weird things in the sky. I saw a planet in the sky that's not supposed to be there. And when I was a kid, I thought I might have seen a spaceship. My friend was with me, and he might have sparked me or convinced me I saw one. I was very young. But the planet I saw in 2012 with my wife in Burlington, and it was probably Nibiru because it had two long tails behind it, like they talk about. And it went by. My sister, that's mean. Just pulls them all out, does it? Just decays all the eyelashes. That was apparently very attractive back in the 1700s, was to pluck your eyebrows and eyelashes out. I wonder why that was, eh? You haven't seen them lately in a while, eh? Think grays are in some timelines, maybe not in others. So it's all confusing. I don't get into timeline stuff. I don't know that that's even a thing for sure either. Who knows? Do we have different timelines? Or is it all one? I don't know. I kind of like the universe. It says it in its name. It's the universe. It's the one verse. But there's all different spectrum in this universe. If you think of those as realities as I do, like the etheric realm, it's in this universe, but it's just something I can't see. Just like those dark and light terrestrial entities, they're in our universe. I just can't see them. Don't even know if I can interact with them. The only way you can see them is with a concave lens. So are they real? They're probably as real as the ether. They're right there. I wasn't scared. As long as you don't overreact, you'll be fine with interdimensionals. From experience. Yeah, entities are nothing to be worried about. Someone that its face turned into every face over, in and about 15 seconds. Yeah, oftentimes they'll use that tactic is to scare you. It's the energetic type will try to give you a scary face, something to give you a little fear. And the important thing is not to feel fear for them, to feel love and compassion for them. That either they'll run away or they'll diminish. It's Every person's face you've ever known. Yeah, that's weird. It was tall and the hand came from above me. Interesting. They do have push or nudge technology. I don't know if you guys have heard of that before, but that is something apparently that they've created. My wife thought that she was shoved. She fell and broke her shoulder. And she said it felt like she was shoved. And there apparently is a technology that can push you, which wouldn't be too hard, I guess, if you compounded a bunch of energy waves, sound waves. Uh, you could generate enough energy to push or nudge someone. They call it push or nudge technology. Look, saw a person who looked like a turtle. Was it Klaus Schwab? He looks like a turtle. Hmm. Interesting, Andrew. Well, if you could get some pictures, I'd go with that for sure. Have you seen those fairy pictures from the 1800s? Those were cool. They were all fake, but at least most of them that I've seen. But they look really cool. I have seen some strange looking people as well, but there are strange looking people out there. There's a disease called thalassemia that affects mainly a group called the Ashkenazi. It causes bone deformation. Gives them oddly shaped faces in cases, extreme cases. Yeah, but they're not physical. Physicality gives us a power that etherics don't have. And the earth is theirs to keep in their mind. Yeah, if you're talking, depends on who you're talking about, the etherics or the lizards. The lizards apparently believe they're above us, smarter than us, and better than us, even though they have no empathy and no connection to God. Uh, I don't see how. That's what I think we'll find at the end of it. If we do take back the planet from these oligarchs and take back control, we will find out who's in control then at that point. Mm, mm. That's a possibility. Who knows what senses creatures can have? I have, since they've brought out this whole COVID thing, my sense of smell has changed. Um, I have another bunch of physical effects from this stuff. What's that? The little fairy, the little people, the fairy jump, the fairies. Yeah, yeah. There were tiny people here at one time. The stories say so, and the ancient texts seem to be true, at least from what I've seen. Pretty background, yeah. And the earth, yeah. It's a beautiful place. That's what we have to keep reminding ourselves. The earth is a beautiful place. And in my mind, a giant dead dragon, but that's besides the point. It's still quite beautiful. It's either a giant dead dragon, a ball of dust. I don't know. What is it? What else could it be? A flat plane? Of course, with a flat plane, I figure we're a lizard lying on a flat plane. But what would that flat plane be made of? I don't know. Yeah, what a word, eh? You think what was weird? You'll have to tell me. Oh, Johan. They do have different abilities than us, yes. Doesn't make them better. They can see our energy patterns much better and clearer. So they can, by seeing that, you can, if you could see somebody's auric field, and that was pretty much how you saw the world, and they don't have speech like we have. How would you speak? You'd speak through your field. So, yeah. Of course, they'd be able to read fields. I don't know. There's a couple. There's probably a few reasons. It's a recycling planet. That's what David Icke believes. New moon. New moon's gonna. I don't know when the new moon's gonna be. I have to check that out. That's a good one to know, though. Always plant on a new moon. I've heard. Now you got me on three different thoughts at a moment on the same moment. Yeah, I wanted to. Why is the Earth so important? I don't know that it is, but it could be a recycling planet. The Moon Saturn matrix David Icke speaks about. We've looked into that, and there's, from what we've seen, it kind of matches, uh, especially with the Moon. Saturn, we've been to, but only the surface. Um, we'll have to revisit the planets again at some point. Hey, Karen Lynn. How are you doing? Well, we could have it certainly diminished a bit. That would be a good thing. All the Hopi hieroglyphs show two people with antennas on their head. Yeah, and there's the carvings of spaceships, mining equipment. They have small golden carvings of what look like mining equipment. I think that might be one of the reasons. Ant planet? Yeah, could be. I personally think every scrap of rock out there is probably inhabited, being mined or used for some purpose. If we could get our telescopes trained well enough on the asteroid belt, I bet we'd find that there's people out there mining that. Because that was probably a planet in the past, full of resources. Volcano. Babel Moon. Oh. Yeah, we might be headed for Babylon soon. How do you do that? How do you confuse the tongues? Is that metaphorical or is it literal? Right? Do they do something to these people's brains? Yep. Yep. That's what the stories tell. It could be the other half of the Earth. I don't know. The stories say that half of the Earth was put into the stars, and that half of the Earth was used to make make the Earth. So that's mirrored in the Vedic, the Norse, and the Sumerian, and also some Hopi legends, or Native American, I'm not sure. But they do corroborate. Yeah, nobody's going to go get you there. Yeah. You are so funny. You guys are. You guys have prairie dogs in your outhouse? Yeah, check your outhouse before you sit down. There's been peepers every once in a while. Every 10 years, in one of the national parks or somewhere, there's some guy caught in the outhouse with a camera. You know, last time it was a guy. He had a whole video set up. Astral realm. Astral realm. Sorry, asteroidal field. Yeah. Uh, that's good trick. Oh, there, I'll show it again. There you go. It is beautiful. The Moon Garage and Tollway Station. That's pretty cryptic. I saw a very convincing dead transhuman modified gray. Looked electrocuted and shot. Some guy kept it in a secret collection. Interesting. Yeah, I always keep those little tidbits in your mind, right? That's the way to do it. It looked kind of good, yeah. It's like the alien autopsy. It looked really good, but there were some inconsistencies in it. But keep it in the back of your mind as a possibility. You know, it's not a moon. Intergalactic customs agent. The moon. Oh, the moon is a garage and tollway station. Okay. Also seems to be a battleground too. It's not a moon. Well, it is hollow, right? We know that. We've looked at it. We've looked at the inside of it a couple times. It's hollow. And there's a light source in there. There's people of some sort doing life. That's Jojo saw that. Party. I think it was a birthday party you saw. And there was a device pointed at the Earth. So there seems to be something up in the moon with our remote viewing, which I do use. I do keep your guys' views in my mind as best I can. We've done so many places. Yeah, you two should get together soon. Yeah. Jojo almost got killed by her car. Tell your story, Jojo. It's a long story, but I escaped by a bear short and simple. Yeah. Yeah, Jojo almost got run over by her car. I'm glad you lived, Jojo. It's an epic tale. I got hit by a couple of cars past couple of years. It was fun. The one on the road, it was kind of interesting. I was walking across the sidewalk, and then all of a sudden, my coffee was making a beautiful rainbow in the morning sun. And I thought, why is that doing that? And then it dawned on me, oh, yeah, I'm in the air because he clipped right in the back of me. So, yeah, then I guess my body kicked in. And I rolled across the windshield and landed on my hands and feet. But I lost my damn coffee. But it was beautiful for a moment. It was like slow motion because it kind of freeze framed for me. When I get scared or something's happening to me, time slows down. It's really kind of weird. It's one of the strangest things. Like when I fall, time slows down. So at least my perception of time slows down. So I usually land on my feet. I'm very lucky that way. Knock on wood. Yeah, the hungry car story. Yeah. Yeah, that was Temperance. I think he's still here. Yeah, anybody else been hit by a car or almost died by a car? Near death by car? James got hit. Landed like a cat, Max. Yeah, I did. I used to be into gymnastics, James. So being hit twice in the wheelchair, landed like a cat. Wow. You're good, James. I got gas in my 70s when I went to pay for it. You could do that back in the day. Turned around, my car was going down the street, chased it, and jumped inside. Nice. Yeah, that's crazy, James. I always land on my ass, broken both hips. Oh, should have taken gymnastics in school. Kept up on it. I do keep up on being flexible and rolling in that. So I told the scout leader they thought I was lying shortly after the Rangers showed up to warn the scout leaders that a bear was in our camp. Wow. Yeah, I saw a grizzly bear when I was out in Banff when I was in Scouts, because we have these big bear-proof garbage cans, and every once in a while when we wander in and start pushing at the garbage can, they'd have to tranquilize them, drag them up the mountain. They're huge. They're freaking huge. Talk about a literal bitch. Yeah, bears. Bears are about the only thing I'm really worried about. Cats, if you up here, they're not that big. If there's two people, you're fine. We have mountain lions and bobcats. No one ever believes you. We believe you, Jojo. You got whiplash and a little concussion. Wow. Glad you made it, James. Jesus. Why are people hitting people all the time? You know? I would have chased him too, James. Yeah. Well, being in a wheelchair, I don't think he did. But yeah, yeah, me too. I don't even really. I don't even cross the lights anymore. I refuse to most of the time. I just, I've been hit and almost hit so many times. It's ridiculous. So if I can avoid it, I cross in between lights. I just feel much safer there. All right, what are we at here? I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. I know, John. It's great to have real friends, be in like company. Yeah, thank you, Jojo. Hopefully, my wife has done dinner now, and we'll see you on the weekend, guys. Keep your spirits lifted and stay safe. Don't get hit by any cars. Much love to you all. Bye bye.